Hi all, and welcome to this video on Avast Antivirus. Now, just to be clear, I have not been paid for this review. So in this video, I'll be showing you how to download Avast Antivirus and install it the way I install it, but I will also give you tips on installing it on machines for novice users. So I've been in the IT industry a long time, and what I find is people that don't know anything about computers rely on people like me to remove viruses for them. Now there's loads of different ways to do this, and what I have found is that this particular program has been working for me for a very long time. I haven't been paid to do this video. I haven't been approached to say please give us a review or an editorial in positive light. I approached Avast, and surprisingly they gave me a key to actually do my review. So this review is going to be based on my experiences in the past, as well as my experiences with this particular version that we are going to install on a Windows 10 machine together. So without further ado, let's click on download free antivirus. Okay, so I went to avast.com and it took me to that site, and now it's just downloading. So as I was saying, I've used Avast Antivirus for a very long time. Now, if you've seen any of my Follow Me to Work videos, you'll see that I set up and use a lot of laptops and touchscreen computers, and all of them have Avast on them, and I've had to optimize Avast on some of them because there are some Windows XP machines which originally had Windows 95 and 98. Yeah, there you go. So what I ended up doing was optimizing Avast to the point where I can install any version of it and have it running on the slowest machine, regardless of it being really old or completely brand new. Okay, so whenever I install any program, I always use the customize link, and that is what I would suggest any IT professional who does virus removal as a service. That's how you should install always. Anybody that is a novice or just wants the program to work, you just need to click on the install button and it will take you through the process, and it's very painless. But what we are going to do is use custom. So which components do you want to install? I want to do custom protection because I'm an advanced user, and since I've had this laptop I have not put on any antivirus software at all. The only thing that's currently running on it is the Windows Defender that came with it. So do I want Web Shield? I don't want Web Shield. Do I want Mail Shield? Do you know what? I do want Mail Shield. Software updater? No thank you. Browser cleanup? It's good. Definitely for a non-computer literate person, you would have all of these ticked. So what I would suggest is keeping all of these ticked. Now I don't need any of these. so I won't be adding those. Secure line VPN. I have been looking at getting my own VPN account, but I might actually look into using this. So I don't know what this involves at the moment. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to include that, but I'm not going to include passwords. This performance. Now this is a good thing to have. Instead of having several different programs running, you could just have a cleanup program like this. Let me just now, actually, coming to think of it, would I need it? I don't think so. Okay, so that's my selection. That is what I want. I want a file shield and I want a mail shield. And you could be stretched into thinking that a mail shield is not really needed, but for some of my needs, I think it would be a good thing to have. So let's go ahead and install. And it just pops up there. That's fine, I'll leave that there. So going back to the amount of computers I use, so I use computers that are 10 years old, and probably even older than 10 years old. And what I tend to find is the slower the computer, newer antivirus programs won't run on it. But putting Avast on the system on a customized install really helps an older system, and sticking it into game mode helps it even further. So I'll show you a couple of things once it's installed of what you can do even if you've done a full install. So up to now, the install process has been pretty painless, even though I've gone in and edited what I actually want installed on the system. So I'm just going to skip forward. So installing Avast on this system has taken longer than I had expected. December 2015 I had installed Avast on a couple of machines, and it was a lot quicker installing than this, but I guess there's new features and there's obviously new settings, and it's probably downloading stuff in the background to actually install. Okay, so it's installed and it says I am protected. That's good. It tells me to read this very carefully. Okay. It's good that they say they respect our privacy. You can opt out at any time. Well, that's good. Let's go. Protect your mobile too. I think I'm okay for that, but I will give this a try at some point. I don't know how I'll record it though. Okay, it says I am protected. I'm just going to install my key. I've installed my serial number, and now it's just doing an update. The update seems pretty fast actually. I'm on a hotel internet connection, and it's usually not the best. Did a good job of downloading the install file as well. So I'm just going to let it do that, and then we'll get into the nitty-gritty. So currently I'm in the settings panel, which you can access by clicking on the gear or the cog in the top right hand corner of the program window. Let's see what we've got here. Yeah, we'll leave it on auto update. Oh, antivirus software should be on auto update. Nope, that's not for me. So it gives you, so they give you options for slower speeds if you have them, so it doesn't kill your internet. That's pretty good. Avast needs to restart my computer. No! Next century. Okay. Let's do tomorrow. Postpone. Okay. So let's go to the setup. Okay, so in the general tab, we want to select the language that you need. Enable reputation services. Now, I don't actually use reputation services, but I think for a general install, you should actually just keep that enabled. Enable cyber capture. I think that's a new one. I haven't seen that before. What does that do? Cyber capture. Okay, that could be good. Enable harden mode. Now I tried to install enable this once, and wow, this program was rock solid. But I'm going to leave that as it is for now. I don't want to enable the Avast email signature. It looks very unprofessional if I'm sending emails and it comes up at the bottom, but you know, if you're using the free version, by all means keep it on there. You are getting something for more or less nothing. So what I like to do is keep gaming mode on, or silent mode. Sounds, I like having the sound so I know exactly what's happening. Pop-ups. Now for pop-ups, I don't actually like the pop-ups when they come up when I'm using any of my work computers. So what I tend to do, I don't think this has ever been an option, but I change this to 2 seconds. So as soon as it comes up, it disappears again. Okay, now I don't need anything for a password. Maintenance. No, let's see. Leave that as it is. Status monitoring. So I'm just gonna add definitions, auto updates. So exclusions for any programs that you don't want scanned. Now there are a few that I use in my workplace which can't be scanned or shouldn't be scanned. I'll leave that as it is for now, as this is my personal computer. Smart scan, scan for viruses, obviously. Let's see what else that brings up. Rootkits, okay, that's fine. Sensitivity, I'll leave that as it is. So by default, you can actually leave everything at, as it is on install. If you wanted to crack down further, then yeah, go ahead and modify these settings to your needs. So if I close that, I'm happy with Smart Scan, Special Scans, Screensaver scan. Ooh. Okay, we'll leave that as it is. Alerts. Now alerts can be really interesting. So you can get emailed when Avast has found a virus. Now I don't actually need this for this particular computer as it's not always on, so I'll leave that as it is. Privacy. Participate in the Avast community. Yeah, why not? Participate in data sharing. Yeah, why not? I'll leave that there. Let's go down to the components tab. So file system shield, yes, that's good. I want to customize that though. Let's just see. Okay, so here I want to add so this is a Microsoft database or Microsoft Access file, and I may use these from time to time, and I want them to be excluded because they are quite they can be quite large files and they can be quite weird to work with. Okay, that's fine. The settings here, fix automatically, no action. No action. Do ask. If action fails, then no action. Okay, sensitivity. Oh, okay, sensitivity is high there, which is good. That looks okay to me, so I'm happy with that. Now, the other thing, mail shield. Okay. Okay, I'm happy with this as it is. They have moved around a few options into different menus, but it seems fine. So what have we got here? Firewall. Is this their particular firewall? I need to disable that as I've already got firewall settings. It is off, so that's fine. Sandbox is on. I don't know what Sandbox does. Let's find out. Ah, okay, amazing. So I'm going to leave that as it is also, and during my whole month of testing this software, I will actually enable these other components and use them, and then I'll feed back to you in a separate video on how good the whole package is. So we've got Secure Line VPN now. I don't know how this works, but I'll look into that and I'll report that in the same video. Data shredder. Ooh, what's data shredder? Okay, I am not going to use you, but I'll leave you on for now for testing purposes. Okay, so now I'm going to run a quick scan. Wow, okay, so that was actually a really quick scan, and it came out with saying we did not find any viruses or malware, which is what I was expecting. Okay, so that is pretty good, and it did the scan very fast, but I guess it's because there's not much files on this computer. Okay, so this is video 1 that you've been watching. I will do video 2 once I've tested all the other elements of Avast Antivirus. And from what I can see, there have been improvements on the software. There have been new additions to the software. The install time is slightly longer than usual, but I guess that comes with newer versions. So the build version that I am using is 12.3.2280, and the build number is 12.3.3154.0. Okay, so this is one of my favorite antivirus programs, only because it's so easy. There's flexibility. Even in the free version, there's a lot of flexibility, and I'm hoping to try and infect my machine and report back to you in the second video. So please keep an eye out for that one, and please like and subscribe to my videos. So until next time, thank you.